To direct the day-to-day functioning of the agency responsible for preventing and investigating terror attacks, responding to mass shootings, investigating international drug cartels and gangs, thwarting cyber attacks, and arresting violent criminals and investigating public corruption, among other things. Donald Trump has tapped a podcaster and right-wing media personality who once said this.
Dan Bongino has led a multifaceted career spanning law enforcement, politics, media, and most recently, a significant leadership role within the FBI. His journey reflects a blend of public service, political ambition, and media influence, culminating in his appointment as Deputy Director of the FBI in February 2025. Early life and career.
I'm telling you, some heavenly intervention. I don't know if someone told him to call. I don't know what happened. But my phone rings, which I still had on me for some bizarre reason, and it said unknown on the phone. So you know how it is in the business. Unknown is one of two people. It's Fox or the White House.
Raised in a working-class family, Bongino's upbringing in Queens instilled in him a strong sense of community and service. He attended Archbishop Molloy High School in Jamaica, Queens, graduating in 1992. Demonstrating an early interest in understanding human behavior, he pursued higher education at Queens College, City University of New York, where he earned both bachelor's and master's degrees in psychology. His academic journey continued, recognizing the value of business acumen in public service. He got his MBA from Penn State University. His commitment to public service was evident early on. In 1995, he joined the New York City Police Department, where he served for approximately 4 years. During his tenure there, he gained invaluable experience in urban policing and community engagement. Seeking to expand his impact on national security, he transitioned to the U.S. Secret Service in 1999. His dedication and exemplary performance didn't go unnoticed. He received a Department of Justice award for his successful investigations while assigned to a financial fraud task force. This role honed his skills in high-stakes security operations and provided him with an insider's perspective on the complexities of national security and executive protection. In 2006, his expertise led to his appointment to the Presidential Protection Division. He served under President George W. Bush and continued his service into the Obama administration. His responsibilities included ensuring the safety and security of the nation's highest office. Transition to politics.
Now you're seeing what happens when you don't have a drone up at a site you could have bought for $39.99 on Amazon. Second, another adage in the Secret Service, you've heard even the new acting director discuss, is the more with less approach. There is no more with less. There's less with less, okay?
After more than a decade of service in the Secret Service, Bongino decided to channel the passion for public service into the political arena. In 2011, he resigned from his position to pursue a career in politics, aiming to influence policy and governance directly. His first foray into electoral politics was in 2012, when he ran as a Republican candidate for the U.S. Senate seat in Maryland. Despite a vigorous campaign, he was defeated by the incumbent Democrat, Senator Ben Cardin. Undeterred, he continued his political pursuits. In 2014, he sought election to the U.S. House of Representatives, targeting Maryland's 6th congressional district. The race was intensely competitive, and despite his efforts, he narrowly lost to the Democratic incumbent, Representative John Delaney. He relocated to Florida and in 2016 ran for the state's 19th congressional district, but he did not secure the Republican nomination. While these electoral defeats were undoubtedly challenging, they didn't diminish his resolve. Recognizing the power of media in shaping public opinion, Bongino transitioned into the realm of political commentary and broadcasting. He authored several books that provide insights into his experiences and perspectives. In 2013, he published Life Inside the Bubble, which offers a detailed account of his tenure in the Secret Service and provides a behind-the-scenes look at the challenges and responsibilities of protecting the nation's highest office. He then released The Fight, a Secret Service agent's inside account of security failings in the political machine in 2016. The book critiques the bureaucratic inefficiencies and political machinations that, in his view, compromise national security. Through his writings, Bongino established himself as a candid and at times controversial commentator on national security and political affairs. Expanding his reach beyond the written word, he ventured into broadcasting. He launched The Dan Bongino Show, a podcast that quickly gained traction among conservative audiences. His articulate discussions on current events, combined with his firsthand experiences in law enforcement and politics, resonated with many listeners. The podcast's success led to further opportunities in media, including a hosting role on Unfiltered with Dan Bongino on Fox News, which he held until April 2023. He became a prominent voice in conservative media, known for his unwavering support of President Donald Trump and his critique of mainstream media narratives. Appointment as FBI Deputy Director.
And now from the firing to the hiring, the president has chosen another supporter in the media for a key position. Dan Bongino will be deputy director of the FBI. No Senate confirmation necessary.
In a move that surprised many within political and law enforcement circles, President Donald Trump announced on February 23, 2025, the appointment of Dan Bongino as the deputy director of the FBI. The decision marked a significant departure from traditional appointments, as Bongino lacked prior experience within the FBI. Serving under FBI Director Kash Patel, another Trump loyalist, Bongino's role involves overseeing the daily operations of the Bureau's approximately 38,000 employees. His appointment reflects the administration's intent to reshape federal law enforcement leadership with individuals aligned with his perspectives and priorities. Bongino's appointment has not been without controversy. Throughout his career as a media commentator, he's been an outspoken critic of the FBI, often describing the agency as irredeemably corrupt. His elevation to such a pivotal role within the Bureau has been met with widespread dismay and apprehension. Within the FBI, the reaction to his appointment has been one of shock and unease. Many agents and officials who have dedicated their careers to upholding the Bureau's integrity and nonpartisan stance view this decision as a potential threat to the agency's foundational principles. The concern is Bongino's overt political affiliations and previous disparagement of the FBI could compromise the Bureau's objectivity and operational effectiveness. A senior FBI official, speaking on the condition of anonymity, expressed deep concern over the appointment, stating it could undermine the Bureau's long-standing commitment to impartiality and the rule of law. This sentiment reflects a broader anxiety within the agency about the potential politicization of its leadership and decision-making processes. Beyond the internal unrest, political figures and public commentators have also voiced strong objections to Bongino's new role. Critics argue his appointment is part of a broader strategy to align federal law enforcement agencies with partisan interests, thereby eroding public trust in their independence. The concern is that such moves could lead to the weaponization of the FBI against political adversaries, undermining the democratic principles upon which the United States is built. Democratic leaders have been particularly vocal, highlighting the potential dangers of appointing individuals with pronounced political biases to key law enforcement positions. They warn this could set a precedent where loyalty to a particular administration supersedes adherence to the Constitution and the impartial enforcement of the law. The apprehension surrounding Bongino's appointment extends to concerns about the future direction of the FBI. With both Bongino and newly appointed FBI Director Kash Patel being prominent Trump allies, there's speculation about a significant shift in the Bureau's operational focus and priorities. Such a shift could involve realigning the FBI's investigative efforts to mirror the political objectives of the current administration, potentially at the expense of its traditional mandate to uphold federal laws without fear or favor. This potential revamping raises critical questions about the FBI's ability to maintain its independence and credibility. If the Bureau is perceived as a tool for political retribution or as being influenced by partisan considerations, it could face challenges in executing its duties effectively and retaining public confidence. Dan Bongino's ascent to the position of FBI Deputy Director has undeniably stirred significant controversy and concern. The unease expressed by existing FBI officials, coupled with the broader political and public criticism, underscores the delicate balance required in maintaining the Bureau's independence and integrity. As the FBI navigates this contentious period, the actions and decisions of its leadership will be closely scrutinized, bearing profound implications for the agency's future and its role in upholding justice in the United States. Now it's time to hear from you. Do you think Dan Bongino's appointment to the FBI was a smart decision? Let us know in the comments section below.